Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. And I particularly like to thank Minister Tivinarheim and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Director General Brun for joining us to sign the Power Africa MOU during this busy week at COP. And I can tell you, being here for a number of days, it is certainly wonderfully busy. I certainly want to note Norway's longstanding commitment to Power Africa and improving access to clean energy in sub-Saharan Africa. We've been wonderful partners for a while now, and I'm very excited to continue to work closely with the government of Norway through the MFA and its development agency NORAD, as well as development finance institution Norfund, to advance joint energy goals in sub-Saharan Africa. And I'll just quickly note some of the things we hope to accomplish together, because I'm very excited. We're going to champion modern modular hydropower technology and renewable energy investments to help sustain sub-Saharan Africa countries and achieve renewable energy goals and mitigate the impacts of climate change. We're going to improve access to off-grid energy and to reach last-mile communities and displaced populations. We're going to facilitate transmission line development and regional power trade, mobilize institutional investment in energy infrastructure, promote women's empowerment and economic growth opportunities in a clean energy industry, advance cutting-edge energy storage solutions we know are so needed to allow lights to stay on at night and reduce the need for polluting fossil fuels. We're going to explore ways to enhance economic activity, sustainable livelihoods, and enhanced provision of essential services for agriculture, water, education, and healthcare. And we're going to improve environmental and social impact assessments for streamlined clean energy investments. This upgraded MOU renewal with Norway brings new capability and momentum that will certainly reverberate through Power Africa's 20 development partners and 170 public and private sector partners, not to mention 2 gigawatts of power. That is huge and amazing. We can indeed achieve our twin goals of mitigating climate change and bringing more electricity to Africa by collaborating to develop clean, renewable energy power. And now it's my pleasure to turn over to a Minister of Power for some remarks.
Thank you, Mark, for the immensely important work that you are doing at the helm of Power Africa. Stepping back from this important MOU, it is worth noting that since it launched in 2013, Power Africa has helped bring electricity for the first time to more than 118 million people across sub-Saharan Africa. And I think it's fair to say we think we're just getting started. But this is remarkable, and it is because of partnerships like the one that we are renewing today that those results have been possible, and that much more lies ahead of us. I'd also like to thank you, Minister Tivinarheim, and your whole team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for Norway's longstanding partnership with both USAID and Power Africa. Working together since 2015, under the previous MOU, we have achieved real progress on expanding access to electricity. Norway has funded more than 1,500 megawatts of new energy since that first signing, and this is progress we're going to be building on with the signing of today's Memorandum of Understanding, committing Power Africa and Norway to continued collaboration on clean, innovative solutions to end energy poverty on the African continent. The work that awaits us is significant, but Norway's commitment under this MOU to providing 2,000 more megawatts of energy means powering an additional 4 million homes. In so many ways, if you think home by home, of just how life-altering that progress will be for every family impacted. Before closing, I'd also take note of Norway's far-reaching commitment that half of your development work must advance gender equality in some way. In the MOU, one of the objectives that we have set for ourselves is using this partnership to promote women's empowerment. And I can't underscore how important this is. If we are serious about expanding opportunities for women and girls, then we must make ambitious strides on ending energy poverty. That connection is just so important. And to give one example here, electricity access plays an indispensable role in keeping girls enrolled in school, in part because it reduces their involvement in time-intensive labor that is often shouldered by women, like gathering firewood and other resources that sustain households that lack electricity. In Brazil, one study showed that girls who lived in rural areas that had access to electricity were almost 60% more likely to finish their primary education than those in areas without electricity. USAID is eager to work with Norway over the next 5 years on expanding the women and girls dimension of the Power Africa Partnership as we keep pushing toward meeting the Sustainable Development Goal of access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy for all. There is no more opportune moment than COP26 for Norway and USAID to recommit to this critical collaboration. Thank you. Madam Minister.
Thank you so much for your words. Thank you, Mark. Thank you especially for highlighting the role of women. I'm only 3 weeks into my appointment as minister, and what better way of starting than reconfirming our commitment to this very important work. And I'm so happy that I got the opportunity to do this at the COP26. The new Norwegian government has announced that we will aim at doubling the climate financing and put renewable energy as a main priority in our development policy. It fits perfectly in order to establish and renew our MOU. And also facilitating private capital is key to ensuring energy conversion and phasing out coal. Norway has the experience with various instruments, including guarantee schemes, subsidy schemes, etc., etc. And you know, we are eager to step up this work. So I would simply like to thank you for our very fruitful cooperation so far. This new MOU builds on the past 5 years of very successful cooperation. I'm eager to deepening the relationship and really step up the work to make sure that the 1 billion people still lacking electricity out there can be reached. Because I'm absolutely convinced that we need to address, we need to use our finance wisely and make sure that we address poverty and the climate crisis at the same time. And this is exactly the key to addressing that. So thank you so much.